Hi everybody, thank you for coming. Today will be a stretch class. So if you have a towel, grab a towel. All of the stuff that we're going to do will be seated or laying down. So if you are just in need of doing some work to help, if you have tight hips, back, this will be good for you. So we'll do a little bit of work here just to get started. Again, if you have a towel, awesome. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. You don't need a towel. But we're going to get started seated. And all that we're gonna do, other than just try to be nice to yourself, because I know everyone's really tight in the hips, is lengthen the legs out in front of you. So if you have a mat, awesome. If you have carpet at home, just sit on that. I would not be seated on a hardwood surface. So stretch out your legs and just do a little foot wiggle. So all that we're gonna do right now is literally wiggle your toes. Just take a second and then take a big breath in. Let the chest lift up and then take an exhale. Let it go. Try to go to a nice place for your brain, for your body. So another big breath in, big breath out. Do a little toe wiggle again. One more time. Nice inhale, look up and out. Nice exhale. Let it go. And now shake out your hands, shake out your wrists. So just do this movement here just to get a little bit more things flowing in through the fingers and through the hands. And here we're going to take the first reach stretch up. So bring the hands up, lengthen towards the sky, reach up towards the ceiling. And then circle the arms out wide around you and then try to lengthen yourself forward. And the first one of these is the worst. So just try to do your best. You're pulling the elbows into your sides. You're trying to drop the head down and you're letting your lower back do whatever it's going to do. So if today is a day where you're like, I can't even, just, that's okay. Do what you can. Be nice to yourself. And again, just let your muscles dictate how much you can push yourself into this stuff. But we've got another 5. And then in 4, we're going to reach the arms back up overhead in 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, sit up, reach the arms back up overhead, stretch, stretch, stretch. Circle the arms back and around again. So feel the shoulder blades pull back and around, and then try to let yourself ease into that forward fold one more time. Letting the top of your head drop down, trying to let the tension in the back of your head release a little bit, and just breathe. Maybe pull the elbows in a little bit tighter to your sides. This is for another just about 10 seconds. Imagine you've got, like somebody has got, I don't know, a nice weighted blanket and it's pulling over your upper back, your mid back, and you're just trying to drop a tiny bit more forward and just embracing if the legs are really tight, doing something good for another 2 and another 1, something good for your muscles. Then bring it on up, shake out the hands again, shake out the fingertips, do that foot wiggle again, just literally wiggle the toes. And then from here, take the hands, plant them down to your sides. We're going to start to open the chest up. So feel the expansion through the chest, through the shoulders. I really think like you're Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Like you're pulling your head back, like there's cascading water behind you, opening up the chest, opening up the chin. And then as you feel a little bit more of that release through your back, start to think about rounding your shoulders. And as we do that, try to exhale your air out. So you're rounding forward, like pulling in, and then open, expand the chest out again. And depending on how tight you are, how sore you are, you can move the hands back a little bit. So if you feel comfortable taking the arms further back behind you, do it and then continue. But if your flexibility is something you're still working on, keep the hands closer. That's totally fine. But just going into that round forward, round through the shoulders, and then open up, expand, head lowers, chin lifts. And do that just about 2 to 3 more times, just getting that movement through the shoulders to the upper body. And adding that breath. Good job. And then we're going to go ahead after those last couple, take and sit up again. So you're on like seated up nice and tall, and then open the arms up. And on this one, like you're diving into a pool, round your spine, and then just try to go for it as best you can on that forward fold. Let the head drop down, let the chest drop down as best you're able to. Maybe pull the elbows down and breathe. We've got 10 in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there is your 1. Good, you guys. Now pull the left knee up and in, and then just hug this left knee, squeeze it in for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now taking like a second just to think how tight you are on this hip. You might need to ease into letting this knee drop to the side. You guys also might need to move this right leg a little bit further away. So we're gonna just slowly let this knee open up to the side and then pull it back in. So if that's really hard for you, I know some of us have hip flexor issues, just a little bit out, a little bit in, totally fine. If you're able to go all the way down to the mat and then pull back up, that's awesome. I can't even do that. It's like my hips are tight. So just trying to get some movement in through this hip flexor to pull. And if you're tight in the IT band, for my runner friends, just do what you can. And now that you've gotten a couple of movements to that side, we're going to pick this left knee up again and then place it over to the right side of that right knee, and then do your spinal twist, where we're going to try to take this left hand, reach it back behind you, and then take the right hand pushing against your knee for this one. So if you can, just opening up from the chest, feeling that rotation in through the spine, wrapping around, and then you can look in opposition from where that right arm is stretching, and then just hold it. This is for just about 20 more seconds, not even. And if it feels really horrible, come out of it, reset, come back in, or if your spine's like, ugh, take a moment, listen to yourself, number one, and then do what you can. This is for another 10. Like, again, you're just doing awesome for moving, for getting some stretch work in. That is the most important thing. In 3, in 2, and there's your 1. Bring it back into your center. Pull that left knee back in again, and then lengthen out that left leg. Do that little foot wiggle again. Get the movement in through the toes. And now pull that right knee in. So just giving yourself a little hold up, and then drop it down. Like this one, my right side for me is it's been having a week. So this one for me personally, I'm only going to be able to go a little bit to that side as you drop it down. So when you're ready, again, maybe you need to move the left leg out a little bit to help. Just ease into it. So you're just gently pulling the right knee over to the side. And maybe this side feels fine for you. If so, that's awesome. Take advantage and let that knee and hip open up a little bit more. But don't push it to the point, like you never want to push your muscles or your body to the point where you're like, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to strain something. Like this feels like an injury. Like, so just gauge where a lot of the stretches, most of the stretches that we do are uncomfortable because your muscles are like, don't naturally just want to ease into stuff like that. But it's good. It'll help overall functioning and other things throughout the day, or your fitness or your workouts, whatever else you got going on. So we still have, there's still like 10 more seconds on this one. Just open and pull. And then in 9, we'll lift that leg up. Just keep breathing. And if you need some water, get some water. But in 6, we're going to pull that knee up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now pull this knee up, give it a little hug in, and then place it to the outside of now your left foot. And then this is where we're going to wrap around for that spinal twist. So take the right hand, place it back at the back corner edge of the mat, or if you're on, again, the carpet, just rotate through the spine, take your left, drop that elbow so it's against the top of that knee, and then feel that pull, that twist through your spine. If you can look up and over that right shoulder. But if this is not happening for this one, that's also okay. Just trying to feel a little bit more of that release through the lower back, through that left lower part of your back and the spine. And then pressing through to get that hip, that right hip abductor muscle. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. This is for about 10 more seconds. In 5, we'll rotate back into center. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate, bring yourself back into center. Pull this knee back up towards your chest. Lengthen out those legs again. This time, point the tiptoes. And if you're not sure what that is, just think tops of those feet drop down so you're stretching through the tops of those toes. And now pull them back for a flex. So do that 2 to 3 more times. Just literally point the toes, feel the tops of those legs, how you're engaging them a little bit differently than when we pull back for the flex. Then you should get more of the hamstrings, the Achilles tendon. And then after you've done just those 2 to 3 more, do the toe wiggle again. Just ease into it. We're going to stretch the arms up, shake out the wrist, shake out the hands, lengthen the arms out, reach, 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 and then lengthen the arms back down and around for your forward fold again. And maybe this time you can go a little bit deeper on it. Maybe this time you cannot. You're still just trying to ease into this. Like, we're never able to immediately just get into anything. So just ease into it and breathe. You're doing awesome. This is for another 20 seconds. If you're comfortable, maybe you can put some more pressure, pulling your chest closer to where your shins are, dropping the head down more. If that's not working today, so be it. Just let yourself try to rest down a tiny bit more to the top of your head. This is for 5. In 4, 3, 2, and there is your 1. Good. Bring it on up from here. toe wiggle again. I know we keep doing that, but it's important. Get some movement. And now circle in and around your ankles. So you're just literally tracing a circle with your toes going in that clockwise, counterclockwise, and then go ahead, switch it other way. Just trying to get some movement in through the feet, in through the toes even. This is for 5, and then we're going to pull both of the knees together in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So pull the right knee in, pull the left knee in, so both of those knees are pulled in, and then lift up, and then just try to extend yourself up with the heels gently coming up off of the mat or the ground. Just pull in, and then drop back down. While we're doing this one, other than in the hamstrings and in the hips and the shins, your lower back is responding to this. So just think pull, 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 and then drop. Get maybe 1 or 2 more in, just pull. It's not a huge move. And then bring it back. One more time, pull, and then bring it back. Good. And now we're going to go for the butterfly stretch. So I'm going to face you guys because we're going to open up the knees here. If you're really tight, again, ease into it. So the soles of your feet come together. Oh, and get the towel handy, you guys, for the next one. So the soles of your feet come in towards one another. You're pressing in. Imagine right now, like, that you want all of the movement to come in. So you're going to pull the elbows in towards your inner thighs, clasp your hands over those toes, pull down. So you're creating that tension for yourself. Like, imagine, like, if somebody's standing behind you and they're gently pushing onto your back, I want you to slowly take it down to where the chest drops down, elbows pull in, head goes down with you, and then just try to hold it here for 5 counts. And then we're going to continue to stay in this forward fold, but you're going to release the grip. That's in 2 and 1. So just release the hands, let your hips and knees and inner thigh do what they're going to do. Just hold it and breathe. Just hold it and breathe. Is this for 5? Sometimes our hips will release and it'll feel nicer. Sometimes that does not happen. But in 3, we're going to try it one more time. In 2 and 1. So go ahead, sit up, shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. Just do a little, whatever you got to do for the hands to not think about how tight you are in the hips or low back. Clasp the hands over the feet again. Like one of my hips, you can see it, like this knee, it's like, I don't know what's happening. So just try to do your best. Pull the elbows in, drop the chest down. Everything is pulling down and in. And then just hold it here, putting that pressure against, as best you can, against the feet, against the hips. And that release will happen in 3, 2, 1. So now release the grip. Maybe the knees and hips will open a little bit more. If not, just enjoy the last couple of minutes for yourself to do something nice for your body, for your brain. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last 2. There's your 1. Good, you guys. All right, so from this position, the easiest way to get into it is keep your left knee opened up, take your right knee, pull it up, and then extend that leg behind you. This is called a star stretch. I know some other instructors have different names for it, but what's happening is this hip is opening up in a way in a different position than obviously this hip. So if you guys have your towel, go ahead, grab it. So there's like some pull, some tension on it, and then we're gonna twist towards that left knee, and then bring yourself, twist it over towards that right knee. So this is just a wraparound through the spine, but you're trying to pull against the towel for some tension, because then we're going to release it in just a moment. So you guys just do 2 more to rotate through the spine, twist, twist, and then bring it back. And then after that last one, we're going to extend the arms up. You're going to pull the elbows down here, and then just try to drop the chin to chest. So you're pulling back on those shoulders. The head drops down, giving your shoulders and collarbone like widening out. And then go ahead, take another inhale, take another exhale. You're doing awesome. Lift the head up, reach the arms up, and then release it on down. Shake out the hands, shake out the hands. Now taking your left arm, lengthen it up and stretch over to this side. So you should feel this left side body reach out in a way, stretching. And then just take another inhale, take another exhale. This is for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring this left arm across your chest, and then take your head and turn that chin over that left shoulder. And you can relax the hand on this one. Just feel that niceness, hopefully from here, or pull it lower. This is for 5, 4. You can even give a little pull if you want. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, shake it out. Good job. And now we're gonna do the other side. So to get into this next one, easiest just to pull that knee in, pull this other knee in, then drop the right knee, and then take and place that left leg back. So the left knee is now at that other, you're pulling it to the left side, right knee, right side, you guys see. And then from here, go ahead, shake out the hands again, shake out the wrists, re-grab where that towel is, just put some tension or pressure. If you don't have it, just bring the hands like this. That's completely fine. And we're gonna go and twist, so you're gonna rotate through the torso on this side, so that tension's there, just wrapping around through the spine, feeling that twist through. This side might feel worse, and that's okay. And then twist, twist, twist. Because, I mean, it's awkward enough just to sit in this position, and then if your hips are tight, the low back, there's a lot of stuff. We're here, in the hip here. Just breathe. Just trying to get some movement in from the right side, the left side. Just a couple more. Feel that rotation, feel that pull. And then we're gonna extend ourselves up. So get one more in on that left side and then that right side. And then meet me in the center where we're gonna lengthen the arms up, feel that reach, feel that stretch, and then pull down. Gently, slowly pull, pull, pull. So you still have that light pressure to help, and then drop the chin to chest, trying to tug back a little bit more. Or again, if you don't have the towel, you're just pulling like this. You guys just pull, pull, pull down. And then we're gonna lift up in 5. So chin to chest. 4, try to feel the back of the neck drop down a little more. 3, back of the head, relax. 2, and 1, lift the head up, and then lengthen the arms up, reach, 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 feel that stretch. And then lower it back down, feel the shoulders, relax down the shoulders. And then shake it out, shake it out. And then we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish right now with the same thing that we started with. Stretch the toes out. You guys feel that reach. Lengthen out. Last time, if you wanna try to use the towel for this one, you can. Reach the arms up overhead, stretch. And your last forward fold, maybe you can connect the towel to the backs of your feet to help pull in on this one. That's an easy way to just try to help get deeper on this one. Or maybe just lower yourself down and just really feel the calf muscles, the hamstrings, your back, your neck. Take an inhale, take an exhale, and then lift it on up. And then after that, you are done. Good job. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for joining me for some stretches, and I hope that you have a nice rest of your day. I'll see you hopefully very soon.